I'm Sandy Toksvig, and this is What the Dickens, a quiz show about culture and not, in fact, about Charles Dickens. Although if you've seen Dave Gorman's facial hair, you may well have been confused. With Tim Brooke-Taylor tonight is a comedian who presented the award-winning BBC show Hurrah for Cancer, a series he hopes to follow up soon with Let's Hear It for Herpes. Please welcome Andre Vincent. And with Dave Gorman is a journalist who favours the legalisation of cannabis and is a prominent supporter of the Liberal Democrats. The two quite often go together, I believe. Please welcome Rosie Boycott. Our first round is called Losing the Plot. Can you name the book, film, song or musical from the much-reduced plot I will give you? So buzz in when you think you know the answer. The first one is a film, OK? Lonely Farm Boy meets Old Codger. Yes?
Brokeback Mountain 2.
Mice
No. Yes.
of Men.
What?
Of Mice and Men.
Of Mice and Men? No, I like the idea of it, but no. They go off to rescue a princess with a ridiculous hairstyle.
Rapunzel.
No. They're helped by a tin man and a hairy animal. Yes.
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz. Yes.
No.
Oh.
There's a bit of a shoot-up. It all ends happily ever after until the next time, and the next time, and then the time before.
Oh, it's just Star Wars then.
Yeah, Star Wars.
Yes.
Absolutely right.
That was a little tease putting Tin Man in, wasn't it?
I see.
Yeah, we
that threw us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you all thought that The Wizard of Oz starts with a young boy meeting an old codger.
Yes, but they go off to rescue a princess with a ridiculous hairstyle. Is not in The Wizard of Oz.
No, exactly. That's what I mean. None
We
of you...
heard the word Tin Man
yeah.
and we panicked.
Exactly.
That's exactly right.
It's like working with Pavlov's dogs. Now, it's a film. World doesn't get destroyed by giant rock because of dramatic rescue by a group of deep-core drillers. Yes.
Armageddon.
Armageddon, absolutely right.
Hold on.
Got it now. Okay, this one is a book. Spoilt little rich girl falls in love with boring bloke. Dark, handsome sod provides timely distraction. There's a war and a bit of a fire. Yes.
Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind.
Yeah.
Well done, son.
It all goes horribly wrong and everyone goes their separate ways. Has anybody seen the musical of Gone with the Wind that's in the West End at the moment?
With Darius.
It is longer than the Civil War itself.
Surely it's not still running.
It was still running when I left. And actually there was a great moment because there was a guy who hadn't... Second half, and we'd all been there for a very long time already. And there was a guy who hadn't got a very big part. He was playing a vermin Yankee. And there was a moment when Scarlett is going to shoot him. I hope I'm not giving anything away. And a woman had come back rather late from the lavatory and happened to be sitting in the front row. And she was wearing a most astonishing fuchsia dress. And she timed her return to her seat with this man getting shot and dying in the most dramatic manner. He shot towards the stage and missed her by about this much. And the woman just went, whoa, like that. Shot back into her seat. And... got the biggest round of applause of the entire evening. It seemed to me the war would have been over quicker if you just put Yankees in cannons and shot them at people. It would have all been a fantastic thing. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen. This is a song. Bloke goes to girlfriend's place, sees she's with another bloke, he goes mental and kills her. It's a cheery song. Bloke goes to girlfriend's place, sees she's with another bloke, he goes mental and kills her. And the title of the song is... Yes?
Delilah?
Delilah.
Oh,
absolutely right.
Very bad.
Lovely Tom Jones. OK, here's a musical. Twin boys separated at birth. Yes.
Blood Brothers.
Blood Brothers!
Oh.
On fire!
I have to say, when it comes to a musical, look out.
You know,
I might be a working-class lad from Penge, but believe me, I love a musical.
do you know what? I love a bad musical.
Really?
Yeah. I love... there was a fantastic musical that only lasted for about 3.5 performances. But they made a musical of Hiroshima. Now... and it was called Out of the Blue. And it was nicknamed by the crew Out of the Blue, Into the Red. Or A Flash in Japan. It was one of the worst things I've ever seen.
What was the storyline?
Dreadful. The storyline was truly dreadful. It had some of the best lyrics I've ever heard. There was a moment, a guy's looking for his daughter who's been a little bit too close to the conflagration. And he meets a doctor and he says, "Oh, your daughter is alive and well. She's working as a nurse in my hospital." I had to be taken from the theatre eating my cardigan. It was fantastic. Blood Brothers is the story of twin boys separated at birth, one of whom ends up a toff and one of whom ends up in prison. It's the story of Jeffrey Archer and his evil twin, Jeffrey Archer. We also heard the plot of Delilah by Tom Jones. Tom Jones is apparently so desirable that when women see him perform, they're compelled to throw their knickers at him. Can I just say I've never been to a Tom Jones concert, which is just as well. If my knickers landed on his head, he'd be smothered. It'd be like having a marquee come at you. Right. Next round is called Balance the Books. The questions have a financial feel, and to help you out, we'll give you a choice of 3 answers. So, Tim and Andre, which of these soundtrack albums has sold the most copies worldwide? Was it Grease, The Sound of Music? I love The Sound of Music. Or Phantom of the Opera?
Oh, my word.
Yes.
I think they're trying to get us to say The Sound of Music, wouldn't you have thought?
I would have thought Grease.
Yeah, could be.
Biggest seller?
I think I've got a feel... I mean, look at it.
I wouldn't have thought it'd be Phantom of the Opera.
I can't see it being Phantom.
No. Grease or Sound of Music?
Biggest selling soundtrack album?
I just... Because
Let's go
Grease,
for
I
Grease.
remember it being in the charts, Sound of the Music.
That appeals to people who don't particularly like musicals, necessarily, Grease, wouldn't it? I think Grease. Shall we go with Grease?
Yes, we're
Is that your
going...
final answer?
We're going Grease.
So for you two, it's between The Sound of Music and The Phantom of the Opera.
Sound of Music.
Sound of Music without...
It's Phantom of the Opera, I win!
Oh!
Yay! Phantom of the Opera cast recording has sold 24 million copies. Grease has sold a mere 20, and The Sound of Music just 11. I love The Sound of Music.
Just 11?
That's because they all go to the show and they sing along. Maybe they just don't need it.
Have you been?
Well, I haven't.
Have you been to one of those sing-along ones?
Would you go with me?
I've already been, and we went and we had AstroTurf all over ourselves, and we went as the hills who were alive. Phantom of the Opera, a hideous, ugly man, his face distorted beyond belief. His lordship done half-right good musicals. Right, Dave and Rosie. Which of these films had the lowest production budget? Okay, was it Super Size Me, The Blair Witch Project, or Napoleon Dynamite, the lowest production budget?
Well, I'm going to rule out Napoleon Dynamite straight away because that's a proper film with a proper cast and all
its
sorts of things.
dynamite costs a lot.
And yeah, and they, it's just it
has
had
to-
actors in
It
it.
has to be supersized me because all you've got to do is pay for 3 meals in McDonald's a day, and we can work that out, can't we?
Except, well, he did it for a month,
Well, yeah,
and
come on,
he
so
and he had a
30
proper camera, and he
30
had
days, £10 a day, so that's 300 quid on food.
no, he had animation and things in his film as well, and that cost money. That's expensive stuff, and it was more recent, and everything's gone up. I mean, even the price of tape's gone up since the Blair Witch
I don't know, you know
Project.
more about this. Okay, well, I'll go to you.
I'm going to be wrong, but because every time we play this game, I use cold hard logic to
Yeah.
arrive at the right answer, and I'm wrong.
You want to
And
go
cold
with
hard logic
women's
tells me
intuition you want to go with?
Super Size Me.
Is that your final answer?
It was Rosie's answer. Women's intuition. I think it was a hint. Yes.
No. So, The Blair Witch Project or Napoleon Dynamite?
That was constantly being publicised as being the cheapest budget ever,
Yeah.
the Blair Witch Project.
Absolutely right, The Blair Witch Project.
You just set us up, didn't you?
I did completely set you up, yeah, because you had too many points, so I was trying to make you lose. Quick supplementary question. They all 3 premiered at the same film festival. Anybody know them?
Sundance.
Sundance Film Festival, that's right. So you get a point back there. That was rather good. The Blair Witch Project cost just $35,000 to make and has grossed $250 million. That's fantastic. The Blair Witch Project continues to reap rich rewards. People are actually buying those memoirs, you know. Tim and Andre, which of these celebrities owns a Damien Hirst original? Is it Victoria Beckham, Brad Pitt, or Hugh Grant? Who owns a Damien Hirst original?
I wouldn't have thought Victoria would have it on her own, would you? I mean, I'm talking about this.
You see,
Brad Pitt? So,
I can't see Brad Pitt.
No.
I can't. You see,
can
Victoria Beckham, I could see... She'd have no idea who it was, I guess, but would go, oh no, let's have one, it'd be lovely.
what about David? Wouldn't he want one too?
Oh, right, you think they'd have to have 2?
Well, I thought so,
I can tell you they're all interested in art, so it's possible it could be any one of the three.
How do you know they're interested?
Because I have facts at my fingertips.
I think it's Hugh Grant, but I'm happy to go along with anything you may say. Partner.
I'll go with you, Mr.
Oh, all right,
Brooke
then.
Taylor.
Hugh Grant we're going for.
We're going for Hugh Grant.
Well, and many people have, but sadly it's not the correct answer. Victoria Beckham or Brad Pitt?
I know Brad Pitt was buying Banksy stuff recently when he was in the States.
Do you know you can have an extra point for that? They've just spent £1 million, he and Angelina, on work by Banksy.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm going to go with Brad Pitt, just think he's more likely.
And again, I win. It's Victoria Beckham.
Victoria Beckham was sitting here. I think she'd have got it wrong as well, though.
Well, David, what is the matter with him? Do his shorts not fit? David paid a reported £250,000 for a heart-shaped painting studded with dead butterflies as an anniversary present for Victoria. Oh. That's a sort of man's idea of a lovely gift, isn't it? Look what I got you, dead butterflies. That.
Tripled in price, it's very sensible.
Victoria Beckham owns a Damien Hirst original. After the Rebecca Lewis affair, she commissioned the little-known work, David's Testicles in Formaldehyde. Dave and Rosie, which of these authors received the highest reported advances for their books? Was it O.J. Simpson, P. Diddy, or David Hasselhoff?
Okay. I don't think it's Hasselhoff, because I think he's a bit of a... I don't think he's got quite the market in America that the others have got.
Okay, criminal.
O.J. and P. Diddy, both still huge names in the States. O.J. Simpson, I don't know if we're allowed to call him a murderer. I wouldn't say it to his face in case he killed me.
I get for O.J.
You're going to say O.J.?
I'm not sure. I think P. Diddy could be. P. Diddy, originally, his real name's Sean Combs. Then he became Puff Daddy. Then he became P. Diddy. Then he changed his name again to Diddy on the grounds he said that the P is getting between him and his fans.
So did he manage to produce 5 different editions to confuse everybody, which is how he got such a big advance?
That might do it. Although legally we have to call him P. Diddy in this country because he was sued by someone called Diddy.
Okay.
So he's P. Diddy over here, but he's Diddy in the States.
I'm losing the will to live. What's the answer?
Is it Doddy?
Is it Doddy? No.
I think it's O.J.
P. Diddy.
Could you agree, the two of you?
Okay, you're right, I'll go with you. You were wrong last time.
And the answer is?
P. Diddy.
P. Diddy.
Doesn't actually really matter.
No.
It's O.J. Simpson.
Oh.
That's what we were going to say.
We were going to say
Sorry.
that.
O.J. Simpson got $3.5 million advance. P. Diddy got $300,000 and had to give it back because he failed to write his book.
Mine was 10 times ahead of yours.
You're absolutely right, yes.
And David Hasselhoff got $150,000. P. Diddy is a multi-million selling rap star with his own range of clothing and jewellery, making him the most successful of Ken Dodd's protégés. Join us in a couple of minutes when our teams will be trying to make sense of our picture clues. Here's one for you at home. Can you find the song title hidden in this montage? Welcome back to What the Dickens. Before the break, I asked if you could find the song title hidden in our picture montage. Anybody know the correct answer?
Yes, please, miss.
Yes, Mr. Gorman.
You turn back time.
Turn back time. Absolutely right, by
very
Cher.
good. Yeah.
The full title of the song recorded by Cher is, of course, If I Could Turn Back Time, open brackets, I'd tell Sonny not to go skiing in the forest, close brackets. Our next round is called Picture This. We've hidden famous names in picture montages. Can you find them? Now, they may seem easy at first, but they will get harder. So, Tim and Andre, this is a film character.
Film Brown.
What a devilishly good-looking world leader that is.
Brown. Something Brown.
Got that, we've got it.
Yeah. Wait, give me a second.
Right, it's our
out,
turn.
yes.
Excuse me. We're going to interrupt yours.
Who's got the longest tongue out of the two?
Gordon
Flash, no.
Gonna hurry you? Character from a film?
Flash Gordon. No.
No,
what
gonna
do you
pass
say?
it
Gordon
over.
Gekko.
Gordon Gekko from Wall Street. Absolutely right. Gordon Gekko was played by Michael Douglas in Wall Street. The 1980s movie featured a stockbroker desperate to get to the top, whereas if they made that film now, the stockbroker would still be desperate to get to the top, but only to throw himself off. Dave and Rosie, this is a film character.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We got this. We know what it is. The pressure is on. The pressure is on.
It's very easy, this
Yep.
one, right? That's Popeye with a tin of spinach. Watch a master at work here, Rosie. This, Martin Shaw, who was in The Professionals, where he played Doyle, Popeye and Doyle. This is Martin Spinach.
I don't know how you do it.
Yes,
Respect.
Popeye Doyle.
Popeye Doyle, absolutely right. Popeye Doyle was, according to many, an unusual hero, a violent, racist and mean-spirited cop. Well, an unusual hero, but possibly not an unusual cop. Tim and Andre.
Hello there.
This is a book. Oh, that's unpleasant,
Oh,
isn't it?
snot.
Pick paper. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yes.
yeah?
Pickwick Papers.
Pickwick
Yeah.
Papers! Right, Charles Dickens. I think it's our first proper Dickens question, rather excitingly.
Well, I'll cut that out.
That'll go in a minute. At his death in 1870, Charles Dickens' final novel, The Mystery of Edwin Drood, remained unfinished. The really interesting thing about this is that... Anyway, Dave and Rosie, this is a film.
North by Northwest, no.
Yes!
That's correct, yes.
The climax of the film takes place on top of Mount Rushmore, where 4 of America's presidents are immortalised in stone. And I can think of a 5th I'd like to see set in stone. Or concrete, either's good. Tim and Andre, this is a film.
Children wrinkle bosoms.
Great film. No swimming.
Dolly.
What kind of music does she perform?
Country.
Country, okay, I'm trying to help you here.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
we got it.
No.
Yes?
What's the subject we're on?
film?
Country of Old Men.
No.
No.
Country...
Yes, you're so close, darling. It's to do with old men. You'll be all right.
No Country for Old
Old
Men.
Men, yes.
No Country for Old Men. Absolutely right. No Country for Old Men is full of violence, drugs and dead bodies. Much like Grumpy Old Men on BBC Two. Dave and Rosie, this is a book. Sounds quite complicated.
Oh, good Lord. How many people were involved
There's a
here?
lot.
That's a Potter. Oh, it's okay. Harry and a Potter.
Harry Potter
Okay.
and the Goblet of Fire, no. some
Yes,
Harry
because
Potter.
there's that fire and that goblet thing there,
We
Rosie,
ain't got that
happening
bit,
for
but
us.
we've got Harry.
We've got Harry and a Potter. Let's
And then
assume
we've got
that's
Anne
who they are.
Robinson, isn't it?
Yeah, Anne.
Yes.
Let's go with
And then
Anne.
we've got
Anne.
Bars. Anne.
Well,
Harry,
what is
Anne,
the
Bars?
what's the
of-
person? Who is that
What's
person?
that donkey in that taxi
Is
got to
is
do
he a-
with it?
What's another word for a donkey?
Ass.
Ass. Another word for a taxi.
Cab.
How we doing?
Azkaban.
Azkaban, the prisoner of Azkaban.
Harry Potter and
the prisoner
of
Azkaban.
Azkaban.
Thank you, Sandy.
We don't need it.
You know your ass from your elbow.
In the Harry Potter books, letters are delivered by means of magic owls. Far-fetched whimsy, perhaps, but the Royal Mail is desperate to consider anything that might improve its service. Our final round is called What's My Line? I'll begin a famous line, you have to finish it. The lines can be from books, plays, films or songs, and I can tell you that, Tim, at the moment you're just slightly in the lead. So pressure is on for you two. Okay. First question's from films. Fingers on your buzzers. From a film, I'm gonna make him an offer. I'm gonna make him an offer.
And Cristiano will come to Real Madrid.
No, I'm going to make him an offer.
He can't refuse.
Can't refuse, from The Godfather. Oh, wonderful film. This is a great line. Father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance.
For I am Muhammad Al-Fayed, and by my green bags shall you know me.
I can tell you very good. You want a good story about Muhammad Al-Fayed? When
Yeah.
I was editor of the Daily Express one day, I got a call about 6 o'clock in the evening, and it was Muhammad, and he said, Rosie, I've got a very, very big story for you. Hold the front page. I said, yes, Mohammed. He said, someone has just tried to kill me. I said, Christ, that is really exciting. What's happened? I have found a man in the fish department. He's carrying a knife. And what happened next, Mohammed? We asked him to leave. That's the story.
That was the story.
That's the story. Hold the front page for Mohammed.
Wow, there's a cracker.
That's That's in this life or the next, anyway, isn't it?
That's fabulous. Yes, in this life or next. Oh, you're giving me the actual answer. We're back to the game. I completely wasn't
In
paying
this life
attention.
or the after?
No, in this life or next. Father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or next from Gladiator. Very good.
Russell Crowe.
Absolutely. From a film, Are You Gonna Bark All Day, Little Doggy? Are you gonna bark all day, little doggy?
Lady and the Tramp, but I don't know what the line is.
No, it's slightly... It's
Well,
a
Little
sort of...
Doggy, I thought.
No, it's a grown-up version of Lady and the Tramp.
Are you going to bark, little doggy, or are you going to bite?
Yes, from Reservoir Dogs. It's a similar sort of thing.
So, I would love to see Tarantino remake Lady and the Tramp.
We'd be on to a winner.
Are you going to eat that spaghetti?
From a wonderful book. There is nothing, absolutely nothing, half so much worth doing as simply...
Gazing at a toxvig.
Oh, 2 points.
Too good.
Very
no,
good.
Messing about in boats.
Messing about in boats is...
Ratty.
It is ratty in the
Think
wind.
about on the river.
Messing about in boats.
Boats and the river.
From a wonderful play. You can't eat the orange and throw the peel away.
You can. It's the same as the old you can't have your cake and eat it. What is the point of having a cake and not eating it? You if you have an orange, you do throw the peel away. This is wrong. This is nonsense.
Hesitation.
You can't eat the orange and throw the peel away.
It's about men and fruit,
It's about men and fruit, yes.
but I can't remember. It's quite.
No, a man is not a piece of fruit from the wonderful Death of a Salesman. This is a song. If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends.
You drive a hard bargain, Miss Toxvig, but I'm in.
If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends.
Love will be forever, friendship never ends.
Yes, how sad that you know a song from the Spice Girls.
The only song I've written is... Very good song.
And finally, a song. Do you really want to hurt me?
Because if not, please stop giving me a Chinese burn.
No. Do you really want?
Chinese burn.
That's
That
it.
takes me back.
Do you really want to hurt me?
You really want to make me cry?
Do you really want to make me cry? Culture Club. So I can tell you at the very last minute there, Dave and Rosie, you are this week's winners. But ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both the teams. Before we go, just time for some breaking news. After a couple of louts make one joke too many about men wearing silly dresses, Grayson Perry sets his pottery turntable to maximum speed. See you next time on What the Dickens. Good night.
This new series continues at the same time next Wednesday night, so book yourself in for a 9 o'clock comedy and culture pamper session. Next tonight, though, Tim Marlowe continues to reveal the role of the nude in the history of art.